Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about the Dragon Ball gods from weakest to strongest. Let's get straight into it. The weakest of all gods are the Guardian, who are basically a protector of a particular planet and also the ones who watch over a planet. These gods do not possess much combat power, but they do have some godly power such as godly essence and magic materialization. These gods do have an attendant, as we've seen Mr. Popo as an attendant of Kami. Kami is the best example of a guardian. He was a guardian from Dragon Ball till the Cell saga of Dragon Ball Z and later refused with Piccolo. But yeah, Guardian, not that powerful, but still a very important figure played in Dragon Ball and also in the early Dragon Ball Z. These Guardians are easily surpassable, as we have seen that at least on Earth, other Z fighters did easily surpass the Guardians, so Guardians are the weakest of all. If you see, Mr. Popo can be stronger than Kami if you look at that. Like, that's an interesting thing that Mr. Popo could block attacks from Super Saiyan Trunks and Super Saiyan Goten when they were a kid in Majin Buu Saga. That's a very interesting fact about Mr. Popo, is that he seems to be much stronger than people think, but still, it's only in the anime, it's never shown in the manga. Still a fun fact though. Next up on the list are the Kais, who basically watch over the four quadrants of the universe: the North Kai, the East Kai, the South Kai, and the West Kai. As we have seen, Kais, they don't have much combat power, but they are more of a mentor. They do have a lot of techniques that can be useful, but they do not possess much fighting power. The best example for a Kai is of course King Kai, and I guess he's the strongest of all Kais because he have one of the strongest techniques, which is Spirit Bomb, and also the Kaioken, which was really helpful for Goku during the Saiyan saga, and it's still very helpful till date. The duty of these Kais are just to watch over the four quadrants of the universe, and they are basically watching over the galaxies and a lot of other planets around the universe. They also have communication and have a supervision over the guardians of a particular planet, and these Kais are then watched over by the Grand Kai, who watches basically over the whole universe pretty much, and who also control the work of these Kais. Grand Kai, he's not shown that powerful yet because he has never been in a fight in Dragon Ball Z or in Dragon Ball Super. He is mentioned in the manga twice, and he's also been shown in the filler episodes and the anime version, but he as a fighter is never been shown. But they still say that he's one of the strongest fighters in the universe back in Z. But about then, there's not much talk about him in Dragon Ball Super. But overall, Grand Kai is pretty strong though, because he is pretty much looking over the four quadrants of the universe. So next up on the list are the Supreme Kais. These Supreme Kais are basically four, just like the Kais. They are like divided into four quadrants. There's North Supreme Kai, East Supreme Kai, West Supreme Kai, and South Supreme Kai. These Supreme Kais have the duty to watch over these Kais, which are divided into four quadrants. I know it's confusing, but Kais are just the normal Kais. Supreme Kais are the ones who have a supervision over these Kais. So basically they are also divided into four Supreme Kais, and they have the ability to create new planets, new worlds, and new galaxies. They also have the ability to sense godly ki, and also they have the ability of magic materialization. Supreme Kais are basically considered very strong compared to the other gods, as it's shown that even in anime and in manga and also in the guidebooks that they can basically defeat the Frieza saga final form Frieza in a blow, just one blow. So yeah, they're considered to be quite good strong, but still not that strong compared to the Super, Dragon Ball Super. But in Z at least they were quite strong if you see it in that way. Still not that strong, but strong. The best example for the Supreme Kai is the East Supreme Kai, which is Shin, which is basically the counterpart to beerus. We'll get into him later though. But there, Shin, he's the youngest of all Supreme Kais and also the weakest of all Supreme Kais. Like, not even his universe, but compared to other universes, also, he's the weakest of all Supreme Kais. But other Supreme Kais, like the East, South, and West, like, not sorry, my bad, not the East, South, West, the North, South, and West, they were strong, but the strongest was the South one. But they got killed by Majin Buu way earlier. So next up on the list, it's the Elder Kai. Yeah, the Kai who looks really old, right? It's very interesting. Like, why Elder Kai looks so old? Well, in the past, like millions of years ago, he got fused with a witch. Like, he got tricked and then got fused with a witch. Yeah, it's kind of funny, but this Elder Kai, don't like sleep on him. He is really good. Like, he's good in unlocking potential, like the hidden potential. Like, look at Gohan. Like, he is really strong. And who got that potential unlocked from Gohan? It's Elder Kai. Also, Elder Kai has a lot of deep knowledge about Universe 7. He has a lot of experience, and somehow he's a mentor to Shin too. So that's Elder Kai. He's not that strong, but he's really good at unlocking someone's potential, and he is really wise. But he's has some problems too, but we won't get into that. Next up on the list are the God of Destruction, basically the destroyer. Like, there is the creator of everything, which are the Supreme Kais, and now these are the destroyers, which basically destroys planets, galaxies, and also anything that's in the universe. There are total 12 God of Destructions, and the strongest of all it's Beerus. It's basically the strongest one from Universe 7. Yeah, it might be a little bit shocking to you because he's not that active as a God of Destruction, but yeah, he's the strongest, even shown in the manga. And the second one is Quitella. Like, they're almost tied, but Beerus have an upper hand, and he also has an Ultra Instinct. If you have seen the manga, he do possess some abilities of Ultra Instinct. Also, one fun fact about Beerus is his power, like on the scale, it's not that well measured. Like, people still don't know how really strong Beerus is. It's actually really confusing, and it's really intimidating. Like, he's been the trendsetter. Like, he's been the top guy for a while, and Goku and Vegeta are still like haven't catched up to it. Like, even if in the manga, if we see, I don't think so they have still caught up to Beerus. Beerus is hiding his true power back in his sleeve, so we gotta see it. But yeah, destroyer of the world, they're really strong, like really strong. They can destroy anything in their path, and that's their duty, basically, to keep a balance between creation. There are destroyers. So God of Destruction, God of Creation. God of Destruction, basically best example is Beerus, and for creation it's like the Supreme Kais. Next up on the list are the angels. Basically, as there are 12 God of Destructions, there are 12 angels too. What are angels? Basically, they are like the mentors and also the attendees or attendants to God of Destructions. Yeah, they are like basically caretaker of these God of Destruction, and they also advise them to pretty much do their duties and just have to keep on watch on their duties. These angels are immortals. Like, they don't come in a set, and they also have a duty to find the next God of Destruction and also the next God of Creation. So pretty much have a duty to find a new Supreme Kai and also a new God of Destruction. So these angels have always been strong. Like, in the manga, also in the anime, it's shown like angels are really strong. Best example is Whis, of course, but Whis is like also the strongest. Like, if we see in Universe 7, he's the strongest. Like, after him there's no one, I guess, who's stronger in the Universe 7. Also, he's the fastest in the Universe 2, and we have even seen him knocking out Beerus in one blow in the Battle of Gods movie. Also, the angels just in general are really wise, and they possess Ultra Instinct abilities. Like, they're always in Ultra Instinct mode. Like, they do not possess any like ability. It's like their natural instinct. Like, they're always in Ultra Instinct, so they're really strong. There are like 12 of them, but super strong. It's still not known who is the strongest of all the angels, But let's say they're all equally strong. But hey, Varos is a bit stronger than Whis though, it's been said. Next up on the list is the Grand Priest, basically the father of all angels. He's also stated to be the top 5 strongest in multiverse, so he's not even strong in one universe, he's like strongest in the multiverse, like in top 5. So he's really strong. The power though, like him fighting or anything like that, is not showcased yet in the manga or in the anime, but even if his one stare or like even if he says something, beerus has been shown really being intimidated by him, and also other god of destructions too. So they really do obey Grand Priest, and he's actually really strong than people might not think, but he's really strong. Get that into the fact, guys. I was just kidding, guys, but yeah, Grand Priest is really strong. Now let's move on to the next one. The next one, we are not sure, but I guess it's really common sense, like the Zeno guards, basically guards for Zeno Sama. Basically these two guards are not shown fighting or anything like that, but I guess they're really strong. It's really common sense. If they're like guards of Zeno, of course they're gonna be strong, right? Like they are basically gods of the strongest being in the multiverse, so of course they might be really strong. And then for the last one, everybody know who is the strongest in the multiverse. It's Zeno. Like he's not been shown fighting or anything like that. He doesn't even look strong, but there's only one ability that makes him so freaking strong. It's just he makes things go vanish. Like he basically vanishes everything. It's like this, not destruction, but kind of like vanishing anything from existence. So he's really strong. Like I don't think so there's anyone stronger than him. It's been shown like him erasing universes, him erasing different dimensions. So he's actually the pioneer if it comes to like the strength of all the gods. So this was the top list, guys. Let me know in the comments down below. Let me know like which of these gods are your favorite and which one do you think are the strongest of all, and just let me know your thoughts down there. I know it's been a while since I made a video, but I'm gonna be consistent now. I'll see you guys in the next one for some interesting content. See ya.